Hi, my name is Phil Wolf. I'm the development chef at Clover Food Lab, and today we're going to be working on two pizzas for the pizza box. One will be a mushroom pizza with a walnut cream sauce. If you've had our Star Wars box, you might be familiar with this sauce already. The mushrooms today are going to be coming from Rhode Island Mushroom Company. This is their chef's blend, so we've got a whole selection of different mushrooms in here. The next pizza is going to be using Impossible sausage. So it's a plant-based sausage product, and then our 50-50 shredded cheddar and mozzarella blend, and our house marinara sauce. So this is the chef's blend from Rhode Island Mushroom Company. These are some really awesome mushrooms that we use here at Clover. In this selection, we have some shiitakes, which are a really awesome, super savory, really rich flavored mushroom. The blue oysters, which you're probably familiar with if you've had any of our fried mushroom sandwiches recently, like the Nashville Hot, or the Baja mushroom uses these, and the upcoming blue oyster mushroom sandwich uses those. These are king oyster mushrooms. They're really meaty. They're a little lighter in flavor, but they have a really nice density. They're great sautéed as like a meat substitute, like any recipe that would call for, stir-fried chicken. They're great for that. And then last, these guys are really special. This is the golden oyster mushroom. They're the most delicate in the box. You might see some of these that have already kind of cracked and frayed a little bit. Really not a problem quality-wise. As long as the gills look really nice and defined like that, they're gonna be great. These have a really light flavor, but are very buttery and a little bit sweet. They're really lovely. So with this mushroom, this is the king oyster. You can cut this kind of like pepperoni. First, I would wanna cut that little hard root part off. And you can just cut little discs off of that. And if you did the squash last week, I would look for about the same thickness. So you don't want them too thick because you want it to cook on the pizza. And otherwise this mushroom can be a little tough if you cut it real thick. Another way to cut these, if you like that sort of mushroom appearance, these actually have a really cute profile. You can cut them like that and you get that sort of mushroom look. With the shiitakes, you're just gonna want to cut off that little root end again. And these stems are a little tough. They're great for making stock with, but otherwise I probably wouldn't use them on the pizza. When you have the cap like that, I would just cut those nice and relatively thin. Now with the blue oyster mushrooms, again, you're gonna kind of cut off that little root. So with these ones, you don't even really need to use the knife at this point. You can actually kind of tear these apart. Like once you've gotten rid of that hard root, they just really come apart very easily. And then if you have these bigger pieces, you can kind of pull it apart. It's almost like working with string cheese. You just kind of pull the cap and pull the mushroom apart like that. All right, so once you have your mushrooms prepared, you can start to work on decorating your pizza. This is the walnut cream sauce and the shredded cheddar. And this will also get some nice roasted walnuts on it. And for saucing the pizza, you're gonna use the same procedure that we've used for all of our other pizzas. You're gonna wanna start with a little less sauce than you think you need. Just right into the middle of the pizza. And just gently work that outward. So this sauce is great on its own. You don't necessarily need to use cheese with it, but we did provide enough cheese that you can definitely cheese this pizza up, and we'll put cheese on this one. So next, this is our 50-50 cheddar mozzarella blend. This is using that Grafton cheddar, just really nice, really savory. Yeah, don't worry if you get any of those sort of chunks in there, they will even out in the oven. And just like all of our other pizzas, this will get baked at 425 degrees for about 12 to 16 minutes. All right. Next, you kind of decorate that with however much of the mushrooms you like. If you have leftover mushrooms from this box, these are all great, just sauteed up with a little butter or olive oil, using really any or all of them together. They're great with pastas. I love them in omelets. The walnuts on there. All right, there we go. That's our first pizza. That's gonna be our seasonal with the Rhode Island mushrooms, the cheddar and mozzarella blend, and the walnuts. All right, for our next pizza, this is going to be the red sauce pizza. So if you watched last week, we did a little olive oil on the pizza first. This time, just to show you that we can do that without, this time we're gonna do it just straight sauce right on there. The olive oil is a fun step if you want to keep the pizza crust a little crispier, but it's definitely not like a requirement. Next, we're gonna get in with our 50-50 cheddar and mozzarella blend. And to decorate this pizza, next we're going to have the Impossible sausage. This is a really fun product. It, for all the world, cooks up like regular sausage. You can use it in place of that anywhere. It's great in pasta dishes. We use a similar product for our breakfast sandwiches. And for this, you're just going to break these up into little pieces. You could also cut them with a knife, but it's a pretty soft product, so I would just do it by hand. All right, and there's our sausage pizza.